Hello friend, welcome to your reading. Let's go ahead and get into the current energy. What does the collective need to know about this current energy that is going on right now? What do they need to know? Solar plexus chakra is here. Okay, that makes sense to me. As some of you guys know, tomorrow is the first of the month, which means that it is a good time to set your intentions and blow a little bit of powdered cinnamon inside through your front door in order to open up that flow of abundance. If you do it intentionally, I think you'd be surprised at the coupons you find, the sales or gifts you receive. So don't forget, because I know the month before last I forgot and I totally was not in alignment that whole month with my abundance. It was crazy. So yes, the solar plexus. And the other thing that I wanted to say was the new moon is coming up. So it sort of makes sense to me that the solar plexus chakra is here. New moons are a great time to manifest new beginnings. So with the full moon, it's a great time to manifest release, things you want to get rid of or purge. New moons are like, okay, what do I want to start? What do I want to begin to come in for me? And that completely ties in with the solar plexus chakra, which is all about I am. It is all about, your personal power, your identity, your self-worth, your self-esteem. And I feel like ushering in what you want, that's a perfect time to work on getting that aligned. For me personally, the solar plexus is also tied up with the stomach. So you may notice a bit of unsettled in your stomach, your stomach proper. A lot of times when people think about the stomach, they also think about like the intestines and stuff. I'm actually talking about the stomach. The solar plexus chakra is also tied up in the heart. So just be aware that if you are kind of feeling a little unsettled in the stomach area, it is also Virgo season. So that Virgo does rule the stomach. So that makes sense why you might feel a bit unsettled there, but just try to listen to solar plexus balancing chakra frequencies, and try to meditate on your own confidence and personal power. And maybe even, since it is Virgo season, make a list of the things that you want, or the parts of yourself that you love and are proud of, the parts of yourself that you've experienced growth in recently. Transformation isn't a future event, it is a present day activity. I feel like if you make that list, it'll kind of get you a bit more in touch with the areas of your life that you are seeking to improve upon, and it'll help you make it into a more actionable plan of attack, which is beautiful, right? And I think that's also very much like Virgo energy. Virgos are very detail oriented. They can be on the more anxious side of things, but they're also highly intuitive. And that energy of sort of like taking actionable steps, making a list, checking it twice, and sort of focusing on how to take the small steps towards big changes is very much aligned with the season, with the planets right now. Heaven is not reached by a single bound, but build the ladder by which we rise. Small steps, making lists, trying to make a plan of attack. What is that old saying? How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. It's very much that energy. You do have angelic support with whatever these goals are that you're trying to achieve. Archangel Michael is often considered like the protector. He's also sort of the leader of all the archangels. But Michael is also an angel of compassion, and also like he's a leader himself, right? So he kind of can take your hand and guide you through troublesome times, or times where you may feel a bit less sure of yourself. Thanks for being patient while I take a sip of my iced tea. I'll be honest with you guys, I apologize for the delay in this reading. I really haven't been feeling well at all the last 4 days. I actually have been having like unsettled stomach. I've just been sleeping a lot. I think I'm kind of having some ascension flu symptoms, which I'm grateful for the ascension, but I'm not so grateful for being so exhausted all the time. May also have to do with just chronic illness and stuff. But yeah, I just so if you guys have been feeling that too, do leave that in the comments. I'd really love to chat more about it. And I'm sorry that you guys have been wanting to, or having to wait for a reading. I just feel like I'm not going to put something out there if I'm not in the right energy for it. And I really wanted to get you guys a reading today. So that's why I just sort of rested, took the morning to put that BioFreeze gel all over and get ready, because I did want to record you guys a message today. The 11th house, House of Friendships. And humanitarian causes and collective projects, you guys may feel more aligned. It's coming in almost like online communities, or like online spiritual communities right now. Like you may feel closer in these kind of collectives that you identify as being a part of than your in real life friends. And I think that's okay for the time being, especially if you are going through a level of transformation right now with who you are, how you identify, what you feel you're meant to be doing with your mission. And I feel like when the time is right to sort of report back to the in real life people and friendships, you will. You'll know. Your intuition will tell you. Give us more Uranus. Yeah, I feel like there's a level of change that's going on right now. The word unprecedented came to mind. There's a lot of planets in retrograde right now that are causing us to stop, slow down, reflect back on things we've done in the past. Mercury's out of retrograde though, so hooray. There is a shadow period of about 2 weeks, but what a relief, because that one was quite a doozy with all the other planets that are in retrograde right now. I feel like there's a significant level of change. The butterfly here is also sort of, I want to say calling to me. I'm focused on that. It looks like she almost has butterfly wings, and then the angel wings on Michael as well. So feathers, wings, butterflies, bees, birds may be really significant right now. If you're seeing feathers around the house from a pillow or comforter, that might be significant. The Emperor is here. If you have a divine masculine who is present in your life at this time, they may be going through this level of change along with you, alongside you, but or you may be leaning more into your masculine energy at this time, feeling very in control, feeling very precise, and making changes in a way where it's for the highest good of everybody. Controlling what you can and letting go of what you can't. And I feel like the letting go of what you can't is going to be the challenging part here, but it's necessary and needed. But I feel like as you are making these changes, if you have someone who you feel connected to in that capacity, they are also changing. But I feel like that's also what you're supposed to release your attempts to control. because you cannot make someone else change. They have to choose that themselves. That's just, even if it is, you know, for the highest and greatest good, and you know, their guides, their ancestors are urging them in that direction, ultimately they must choose it. Show me more, please. I feel like this is going to be a bit more of a spiritual read, but I am going to pull messages on love later, so don't worry. The Magician, yeah, which is also Virgo and Gemini energy. The Magician reminds us that you have all the materials and all of the tools to shape your own destiny. Karma is also here. I feel like you might be at a point of frustration because you feel like you've been like working really hard, and there's something about feeling like something is slipping away. I don't know why that's coming in that manner, because that's not normally what I think of with the Magician. I think of the Magician as like, he has all four of the elements. The Magician, he has all four of the elements. He's like putting them together. He's creating alchemy. He's creating magic with what he has. And he has access to everything through these tools in the material world. And it's like bridging magic between the material and the esoteric and the ethereal, the spirit world. But I don't know why I feel like this Magician is like, this Magician energy, his eyes are closed. I feel like he's like tired, because it's I almost see him like rubbing sticks together and rubbing sticks together and rubbing sticks together, and it's like he's just about to get the flame to spark, but he's just like, God, will this ever happen? And it's like he's ready to like give up and throw in the towel. And it's weird because this Karma card, what goes around comes around. But I usually think of it as like a negative thing, like a nasty karma, like people getting negative karma. But it's also positive karma. It's like, I feel like you're getting reassurance right now that the angels, spirits, your ancestors have seen you trying and trying and trying, and they're like, keep going. You are going to get rewarded. Just keep rubbing those two sticks together. You will get a flame. You will get a spark. You will get a fire. Just keep going. You only have a little bit further to go. It's really interesting because, like, I don't typically get that association from those cards, but that's what's coming in. I feel like there's something, I feel like some of you, this may not be for all of you, but some of you are going to have a supernatural experience that is very unexpected. And you may not be able to like explain it yourself. If you feel like you're losing everything, remember, trees lose their leaves every year, yet they still stand tall and wait for better days to come. Some of you may be experiencing a level of loss, but there's going to be something extremely spiritual that comes in, or something that like you can't explain. Almost like a miracle. Almost like a miracle, but also like what it's doing is it's confirming that you have a level of intuition and spiritual gifts that before you were doubting. I don't know why that's coming in so heavy like that. If you've had any supernatural experiences happen lately, leave it in the comments below. I'm really curious about this, like somebody or something like appearing to you, or hearing something very clearly in your ear, like a deep like claircognizance, like a deep knowing about something, and you don't know how you know it, you just know it. I feel like as I'm talking about this, like my breath feels like tight. So I know that I'm like onto something. You want to come out. I know you do. 1,000 may fall at your side and 10,000 at your right hand, but it shall not come near you. If you do have a level of like a supernatural experience, or like I know some people talk about like seeing like shadow people, do know that you are protected. Archangel Michael, you may want to pray to Archangel Michael if that resonates with you. If not, that's okay. You are protected by your guides, your ancestors, divine source. There's also something with this solar plexus and standing tall. You may be like 4'11", but there's something about you can stand tall because you have a level of integrity that not everyone around you has, and it's like it's a level, it's something that makes you shine very brightly. The level of honesty and integrity that you have. There's also something about possibly you needing to stand up for yourself in a particular situation. And especially with that new moon coming in, it's like giving you permission to stand up for yourself in these communications, possibly with a masculine energy, with the Emperor and the Magician here. Possibly in a romantic relationship with the Sri Yantra here. But also, the Sri Yantra is about balancing the masculine and feminine within yourself. So like standing up for yourself and saying, hey, I'm not okay with that. Believe it or not, like I would say in direct communication, that's like, we all have to do that, whether we identify as masculine or feminine energy or gender or whatever, or however, by whichever energy we are primarily ruled. Standing up for yourself in sort of a concrete, like material way, I would say tends towards like a more masculine circumstance and having to use that. But the divine feminine energy is not just passive. It's like respect me and who I am and what I do, or I won't have to do anything, but you will suffer if you do not respect me and my power and who I am. I hope this is making any sense. I know it's kind of like all over the place, but if I'm honest, that's just how the energy has felt to me lately. Boats may be significant. Boats have been coming in heavy lately. Having to rudder your own ship and not having a guide or even a map. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. There's a level of trusting yourself and having confidence in your intuition that must take place in order for this transformation to occur. I feel like during this time, you may be going through these changes that are taking you from student to like, not teacher, but like student to graduating from school and having to sort of walk on your own, if that makes sense. Student to trade, I'll say. Yeah. And it's coming from here. It's coming from the solar plexus chakra. It's also coming from the third eye. There's this deep knowing and this deep purification that's coming in. And it's like, it's almost like you may not even feel ready for this, but it's like you're being pushed out of the nest like a baby bird. Neptune. Yeah, the subconscious mind, your intuition, mysticism. It's that deep Piscean energy. Pisces is here. Leo is also here with the solar plexus. Aquarius is here. Your intuition is coming up to the forefront, and it wants to guide you if you will allow it to. Before his downfall, a person's heart is proud, but humility comes before honor. I feel like you've been very humble. And you've been very open to a level of teaching for a long time. And I feel like you've been like seeking teaching for a long time. You want people to teach you. And so I feel like you've been almost like looking to other people. And it's like, this is giving you permission and saying it's like, it's okay for you to trust yourself. It's okay for you to trust yourself now. It's time, like you're ready. If you needed a sign that you're ready, you're ready. What does the collective need to know about this? This new moon that's coming? Potential. That's what I was talking about with manifesting like new things during the new moon, excuse me. It's on either the 2nd or 3rd. I'm sorry that I can't remember off the top of my head. And humility. Yeah, you've had a level of humility for a period of time. Humility. And I feel like you've been in this sort of seedling potential state, getting ready, growing all these deep roots, and now it's time to sprout toward the sky and stand tall and be proud of how far you've come. Mother. I feel like that's about like a level of shadow work you've either done or need to do about reparenting yourself. Especially if you are a divine feminine energy, excuse me, and you identify as that. This may also be about balancing out the divine feminine energy within you. Breath. Birds are very significant right now, actually. I forgot this magician has a little bluebird on his chest as well. Butterflies, birds, bees, feathers, things with wings. You might be a Chinese zodiac of a rabbit. Manifestation. Yeah. And with the magician here, it's like now is the full moon is in Virgo. So you have to be, if you are choosing this time to manifest, you have to be precise in your manifestations. You have to be. You can't just say, I want to manifest love, because Virgo energy, working with Virgo energy, it's about being precise, being detail oriented. Like, I want a partner who will rub my back every Friday. I want a partner who will wash my dishes for me or who makes me feel like this when they are with me, who I can have fun with, who I can go on vacation with. It's creating a detailed version of that feeling of the end result and creating that on the new moon, excuse me. You can even write it in a journal. Fire, you can light a candle, a white candle, because that creates a level of energy toward the manifestation. This is also, though, about lighting a fire under you or a fire in your belly. The sun is here, which also ties in with that solar plexus chakra. And creating a sense of motivation. The sun is here again, there and there. That's a lot of sun solar energy. It's about illumination and spark, but it's also about creating a sense of like motivation to get you to move and to change. I feel like you've been in the cocoon for a period of time, and it's like it's time for a level of seeing the results, or like taking actionable steps toward what it is that you want. Toward your wish, whatever that may be. And I know that we're all here wishing for different things, manifesting different things. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. Let's pivot toward love for those of you who are interested in that. And the other thing is about the love portion of the reading. If you aren't watching with somebody particular in mind, this could be a future energy. There is no time in the spiritual, like with energy, like time is a 3D construct, right? It's a material construct. So this could be past, present, future energy. Or if you're not watching with somebody in particular in mind, or on your heart for love, this could be, a platonic relationship. This could be somebody that's coming in for you in the future. This could be somebody who you're in separation from as a friend or as a family member, somebody you've had a falling out with. So if you're here and you're not watching with somebody in particular on your heart in a romantic sense, you may find a message in this part for you anyway. You're seeing what you're meant to see, but also take what resonates and leave what doesn't. That's okay too. I love these little cards, and I haven't been using them lately, but I'd like to use them now. What does the collective need to know about their person's energy in general right now? What does the collective need to know about their person's energy in general right now? Relaxation. With the number 6-9. Pride and aid is coming out. And self-love. I feel like there's also a lot of 7 energy in this. 4 + 3 is 7, and 17 is here. I know that adds to 8, but the 7 is really sticking out to me. I feel like your person is working on their self-love, working on their self-esteem. With this aid card, they may be getting help or seeking help in that regards, either with therapy, advice from friends. They may be reading self-help books. I feel like I feel like there's more than one. They're really trying to work on some of their issues, and I don't feel like relaxation is like they're just kicking back and doing nothing. I feel like they are really working on learning how to relax. They may be sleeping more, but they're working on learning how to love themselves and beginning the process of acknowledging where they have to grow from and work on, and like where they have to go in order to get to that self-love. Yeah, it's weird. Loneliness and Here, I'll turn it upright. Loneliness and marionette are in reverse. It's like they're no longer being controlled by people. And it's like, I feel like they're alone, but they're not lonely. It's giving like I'm my own best friend energy. What does the collective need to know about this? I feel like in the past they may have thought like self-love was like almost like indulgent, or like it's like they would say, oh, like I love myself so much I blew $600 on whatever. It's almost like they were doing it wrong. And it was almost like a burden to, you know, do this self-love that wasn't actually being loving to themselves. It was just being indulgent. They also may have had like a level of excess with drinking or drugs, but I feel like they're working on that now, or they have worked on it and they're in a good place with it. Whoever this is on his back looks like she has some issues with drugs. So how is this energy affecting the collective? How is this change? How is this work going to affect the collective? Yeah, it's like they want to come together with you, and it's like being away from you. If you guys have been in no contact, or if they've been keeping their distance, it's been really uncomfortable for them. It's been keeping them up at night. They've been in a level of suffering, and it's like they want to come together. I mean, at least that's how it looks to me. Let me snag some tarot. What action does the Divine Masculine want to take toward the collective? What does the collective's person want to, what action do they want to take toward the collective? Hierophant? The Hierophant can be a level of confession. It can also be a level of commitment. I feel like they're also being divinely guided toward you, because the Hierophant to me is like a divine presence and a divine sort of push. Yeah, they've been distant for too long. They also may be distancing themselves from other people in order to do this work. Because how would the collective feel about this Nine of Wands? Hanged Man. Yeah, they've been distancing themselves from you for a period of time, and they're not happy. And I feel like they're coming to terms with, or coming to the realization that they're not happy being away from you, being apart from you. I just get the feeling it's like they want to hug you, collective. The World is here, and they want to like communicate a level of like validation. They want to acknowledge you. I feel like for some of you, like they haven't acknowledged you. They haven't acknowledged the connection. They haven't acknowledged what you mean to them. They haven't acknowledged you. Yeah, they want to communicate that. And they want to like, the Six of Swords is about moving from the storm to calmer waters. They want to make progress with you. They want to move forward, and they want to do that through communication. I feel like in the past there may have been a level of like, oh, this was just casual. But that wasn't true. That wasn't true at all. They may have even said something along the lines of like, oh, like, I don't feel that way about you, or I'm confused about how I feel about you, but that was a lie. They also may have been lying to themselves about it, though. So like they didn't even know that it was a lie, but it was a lie. Like they may have been lying to themselves about how they felt about you because it wasn't convenient, is what I just heard. It wasn't convenient to them, to their lifestyle, to the herd, like a herd of cattle or animals or sheep. They're unhappy and they want to change that. These just fell out in reverse. It's like they're tired of this level of like depression. And it's like if they ended things with you, like specifically, I feel like they regret it and they wish they could go back. It's like they want a do-over. They may be seeking to end something in their current circumstances if there's a third party, and they want to heal the situation with Temperance. There's a level of alchemy here with them and change and progress and wanting to move forward because they've been stuck for a while. For some of you, they've been stuck for like years. For some of you, they've been stuck a really long time. Months. I don't know why it's coming in with like a really significantly trapped feeling. It's like almost making me uncomfortable. Like my jaw hurts. They have a lot to say to you. My jaw is like aching. They have a lot to communicate. What do they want to say to the collective? I'm just going to get some messages and then I'm going to go ahead and end this reading. What do you want to say to the collective? What does the collective's person want to say to them? That came out. Can you hear me sending you telepathic messages? I feel like you listen to my innermost thoughts. They have a lot to say to you, collective. Whether or not they acknowledge it, they have a lot to say to you. Look at this. This is all. So these cards in particular, by the way, all these decks are going to be linked in the description box below. But this deck in particular, the 5D Lovers Oracle, is color-coded. And these are all about what they want to say. The blue with the little text bubble on top. I read your messages, but I'm unsure how to respond, so I just stay quiet. I'm planning on reaching out to explain why I went quiet, and I hope you're willing to listen. That's that Six of Swords in the world. It's like they're going to acknowledge you, and they're going to explain what happened. I feel like they're coming into a level of self-awareness and insight that they lacked significantly for like almost their whole life. I'm learning many spiritual lessons because of you. This journey has been a roller coaster. I feel like they're having like a level of illumination, and it's like it's going to be your wish fulfillment. And it's like, I don't know. I get really good energy for this. Strength is also here, which is associated with the sun, Leo energy, solar plexus chakra as well. Yeah, this is good. This is progress. I feel significantly that this is progress. Okay, let me just get a couple of advice cards here. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. I thought I put that on Do Not Disturb, and of course it... wow. Love it. So sorry. Maybe that means I should just end the reading there. You don't need advice from me. How about that? That was the cue to end the reading. By the way, thank you to those of you who have ordered this money oil and personal readings as well. Those have been steadily going out. And if you are interested, the information will be in the description box below again, since I still have some left. yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you feel like you know of somebody who would like the channel, like these readings, please consider sharing this with them. And please like the reading, comment. I love your comments. I'd love to interact with you in the comment section. I apologize that it's been a little bit since my last reading, but I appreciate your patience, and good luck. Don't forget to blow cinnamon through your door tomorrow on the 1st of the month, and have a happy new moon, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.